So for those of you who don't know what Yooka-Laylee is, it is the official, unofficial, spiritual successor of Banjo-Kazooie, the beloved N64 platformer of old. I fully planned on reviewing this game on the channel before any notable glitches were ever found, but as you're about to find out, that simply wasn't the case. So this right here is the precursor to my review, as well as an omen of things to come. Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Glitch Vault. I miss you all dearly and it feels good to be back. Today we're taking a look at Yooka-Laylee, which is currently out for the PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. The glitches and tricks you're about to witness were discovered by myself and others on or around release day, and I haven't really played the game since and don't much plan to return. So without wasting any more time, let's jump on in. Starting chronologically, I casually came across this general issue just under 15 minutes into playing the game. Oops! Basically a handful of bushes in the opening section of the game have outright bugged animations and cause Yooka to behave strangely himself. All you have to do is touch one of these bushes to see this ridiculous effect. Stand on one of these bushes just right and Yooka starts eternally falling, which seems to be a theme around here. You know, I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The glitches where I'm falling are the best I've ever had. Bad game. But this is not the only place this strange glitch occurs. Over in Glazed Glacier, you can spot this behavior in spades. Just make your way over to one of the pink or large green bushes and this is what you'll witness. When people said Yooka-Laylee would shake up the platforming genre, this must be what they meant. And I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. While you're here, you may as well take a look at the Snowman, because if you circumnavigate to his backside, this belt is clipping right through his butt. I don't have any better way to explain this other than this is a lazy development on Platonic's part. It's not hard to wrap a belt to a snowman, but as you can see, his butt is coming right. Oh my gosh! If you jump onto the roof of this thing in the swampy level, you can see some really weird texture behavior. I don't think you're actually supposed to be able to get up here, but it's super easy to do and weird stuff happens. For instance, the camera problems are fully exacerbated up here, which isn't a surprise, but also some weird texture shifting occurs. Now, this is something normal that video games do to preserve RAM, but usually it's not when you get this close. Like, this is just bizarre. Not really a glitch, but it's interesting to see how Unity deals with resource management. Now head over to the last main level of the game, and no, I'm not gonna say spoiler alert because trust me, it's not worth it. Now in some areas, to prevent the player from abusing the flying ability, the game has invisible ceilings. This level is not one of them. So for this little trick, just fly as high as you can and check out the area around you. Just spam the fly button and you are off to Neverland. The fall damage you take isn't even that much, so you can do this over and over again without any notable consequences. Now this reminds me of that glitch in Super Mario Sunshine where you fly up in the air really high as well, but at least that was a glitch. This is just a core mechanic of the game that's wide open for abuse. And speaking of mechanic abuse, boy howdy can we abuse this one. Go to this section of the overworld, into this spot, and ground pound into the acid water stuff right by the wall and hold forward. Once you clip through, jump up onto this chunk of land and you're securely out of bounds. Get ready to have some fun. Right off the bat, you can see the backside of the casino place and you can see some floating assets. There's this weird gate down here and the bottom part of these casino chips, which reveals how they got the chips to tier like that. Pretty neat. But since you're out of bounds, the invisible ceiling is no longer inhibiting you from flying way up high into the sky and exploring this entire area. For instance, you can visit all the buildings and some of them are completely intangible. There are some that you can walk around on, which is strange but pretty cool, I guess. You can see all the messy textures that you want and all the insane areas you want, which is a ton of fun if you're playing the game anyway. But where the real treasure with this out of bounds trick lies is in the fact that you can jump straight into the loading zone for the last boss, making this extra valuable for the speedrunning community, which is a huge plus. Now you'd wish that that was the craziest trick in the game, but that one's coming later. Over in Tribal Stack Tropics, at the top of this waterfall, bubble yourself and walk off gently. Upon doing so, you are now able to walk underwater. This makes getting a certain pagey easier if you want a quick pagey grab. But I swear I do not remember the last video where I did not cover a game where you were able to walk underwater somehow. You can also do the flying thing here, so make sure to do that before you quit the level. But that's not where the shortcuts stop. Progressing past the swamp, you can completely bypass the need for the zipline upgrade thing by crouch jumping over the first hurdle and just utilizing basic platforming skills over the second. Once again, not really glitch, just general sloppiness. Oh, and more forever falling.
You know I find it kinda funny.
But honestly, that's just kind of the narrative of this game. You better believe I found a ton of sloppiness all around. From malfunctioning books, to strange animation issues, to stupid AI on several accounts, to massively copied and pasted assets, to bad collision detection. And you wonder how my review is gonna go. But before I get to my favorite glitch of the game, here's a little trick I found in Glaze. If you jump off the map in this corner, you can get launched up and onto this platform up here. So if you're a speedrunner and you found this to be helpful at all, well, you are welcome. And that brings us to the last glitch of the day. Head over to the casino level and talk to Miss Piggy over here as a helicopter. Accept the mission and head into the power grid, which is unlocked by expanding the level, and let the time run out. Choose no in the dialogue box and you have just unraveled the entire universe. You have just been released in a gray void, and if you thought you saw floating assets before, this is a whole new ball game. Here you can see all the quills in the area and freely grab them, and as the walls have disappeared, so have their collisions, so you can go anywhere you see gray, which there is a lot of. I've yet to fully explore everything here since the entire level is open for your exploration, but underneath the initial level I managed to find an entire pile of pages, which I'm guessing ruined several missions for me since that's probably where they're stored before you earn them. There's a lot going on here, and falling is a really bad idea, but this was the most fun I had with the game, so that's worth something at the very least, right? Right? Hey guys, thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. Be on the lookout for my review of the game and keep an eye out for a new Space Tunes, haha! You guys are the best, and I'll catch you all next time on Glitch Vault.